The miracle of the sun, the phenomenon of October the 13th, 1917. Wait till you hear this. On October the 13th, 1917, a remarkable event unfolded in Fatima in Portugal, known today as the miracle of the sun. This event has since become one of the most extraordinary and widely discussed phenomena in Catholic history. This phenomenon drew a crowd of tens of thousands of people, possibly exceeding 100,000 people, who reported witnessing an astonishing and inexplicable occurrence up in the sky. The Holy Catholic Church would later recognise this event as a miracle, but scientists and skeptics have offered various alternative explanations that range from atmospheric optics to mass hallucination, mass hysteria. According to multiple eyewitness accounts, the event began around noon after a heavy rainfall. The dark clouds parted, revealing the sun as a spinning disc in the sky. Many reported that the sun danced, whirled rapidly on its axis, emitted multicoloured lights, and zigzagged towards the planet Earth in a terrifying descent before returning to its normal position. The event, the miracle of the sun, lasted exactly 10 minutes. And get this, the eyewitness accounts came from a variety of backgrounds, which included believers in the faith, skeptics, journalists, and even government officials. O Seculio, a Lisbon newspaper, reported on the phenomenon with surprising neutrality and detail, lending credibility to the notion that something unusual had occurred. After the solar phenomenon had passed, witnesses also claimed that their previously soaked clothes and the muddy ground had inexplicably dried. Estimates of the crowd size vary, but most scholars and church sources agree that between 70,000 and 100,000 people were present. The vast number of witnesses is one of the most compelling aspects of the event. It distinguishes the miracle of the sun from more subjective or private religious experiences, giving it a unique status in both religious and secular historical discourse. The Roman Catholic Church did not immediately declare this event a miracle. It conducted a thorough investigation, including interviewing witnesses and examining newspaper reports, and eventually, on October the 13th, 1930, the Bishop of Leiria, Dom José Alves Correa da Silva, declared the miracle to be worthy of belief and authorised the devotion of Our Lady of Fatima. The Church interpreted the event as divine confirmation of the apparitions of the Virgin Mary, which had been occurring monthly since the 13th of May 1917 to 3 shepherd children. In these apparitions, the Virgin reportedly promised a miracle on October the 13th, so that all might believe. Over the years, skeptics and scientists have proposed several theories to explain the miracle of the sun. Some say this could be mass hallucination or collective suggestion. Some psychologists argue that expectation and religious fervour could have induced a form of collective hallucination or mass psychogenic event. But this is challenged by the diversity of witnesses, including the skeptics and journalists who witnessed this event. Atmospheric experts have considered sundogs or sun halos caused by ice crystals in the upper atmosphere. These phenomena can cause the sun to appear surrounded by radiant colours or even seem to move. However, these effects are generally slow and symmetric, not dynamic and zigzagging as described by eyewitnesses. Staring at the sun can apparently temporarily overload photoreceptor cells, leading to the perception of spinning or coloured discs due to the retinal overstimulation. But this explanation falls short in explaining how so many people saw similar effects simultaneously, or how the ground and clothes were suddenly dry. Some have suggested that a temporary break in the clouds after heavy rain created a dramatic contrast in light and atmosphere, contributing to a heightened sense of the extraordinary, while others propose an extraterrestrial encounter. Funnily enough, none of the natural explanations completely account for all the aspects of this event, particularly its predictability by the children that predicted the miracle months in advance, the variety of witnesses, and the solar phenomenon described by the witnesses. The miracle of the sun remains a compelling episode in religious and historical studies. To the faithful, it stands as divine proof of the Fatima apparitions and call to repentance and prayer. And to others, it is a complex event, still awaiting a full scientific explanation. Regardless of how you interpret this event is a striking example of how natural and spiritual interpretations of a single phenomenon can coexist, reflecting the mysteries that continue to bridge the human experience with the divine. But what do you guys think about this? Comments below, and as always, thank you for watching.